Good evening. I hope everybody had a great week. And if you didn't, it doesn't matter because it's over. Holy heck, how is everybody doing?
Yes.
Are y'all ready for some Shadowbringers tonight? I am too. A couple of things I wanted to go over though. Week was crap. Yeah, it's over. Yeah. I did want to go through like a couple of things. It's not going to take too terribly long. But first, let me go through the list here real quick. Gillian, thank you so much for the lurk, and welcome on in. Seribot, thank you so much for popping in and keeping us all safe. Dingy, hello. Welcome on in, and thank you so much for the lurk. Davy Jones, hello. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. Scroll. Winter Wolf, hello. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. Welcome. Ryu, hello. Welcome. Fuso, hello. Welcome. Ruffy, nice to see you. Shadowbringers, oh my god, I'm so stoked. Creatures, hello. Welcome. You good bean. Poji, hello. Welcome on in. Vera, hello. Welcome on in.
Whoop.
Indeed, you said it. Let's see, scroll. Ivy, hello, welcome. Nice to see you. Anomaly, of course, welcome on in. And thank you so much again for that tier 1 resub. Still blows me away, 28 months. Oh my gosh. Gil, welcome, nice to see you. Oh my gosh, Savrin, hello, welcome on in. Oisenberry, my favorite berry Oisenhouse, hello. All right. So some of the stuff that I wanted to go over, I referenced it a little bit, well, actually kind of a lot of it on my Blue Sky today, this afternoon. Twitch has seen fit to implement some TOS changes. One of them being that, like, you know, contentious and political topics is a thing that they want us to tag our streams with. So I was talking it over like a little bit with Glitter, and I think that it really applies to streams that are predominantly that sort of content, rather than us. Contentious, yes, quote unquote contentious. Political, yep. Political discussion, like social type things, but like, you know, the thing that what really bothered me is like some things like LGBTQ plus stuff was mixed in there, as well as some other things. You know, I'm paraphrasing, of course. I'm not reading from the list right now, but like, you know, there was some stuff in there that really bothered me, and I made a post about it. And I just want to let y'all know that, like, you know, regardless of what happens, like, I will not be silenced, and like, I will not be silenced, and my existence is not a political issue. Nor is any other trans person or any other LGBTQ plus folks or any of that stuff. Being who you are is not a political issue. Full stop. So there was a Twitch user voice which I voted that they remove the last bullet point. And because I don't think it was worded correctly. Yeah, my non-binary ass is not political sass. Yep. Remove the last two. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I don't know. I mean, I get it. They want to appease the advertisers. Twitch needs to exist, and unfortunately that requires an enormous amount of money. You know, I get it. But you can do that without alienating LGBTQ plus folks. So it's difficult. It's difficult. But the thing is, though, Twitch is a large enough company. You know, Jeff Bezos is like, you know, he's been to fucking space. He can figure this out. He can figure this out. So there's that. There's that. I just wanted to make it abundantly clear that, like, I have no intention of following any tagging or anything like that unless my stream is specifically for that type of discussion. An element of my stream is. So one of the large pillars of this community, and one of the reasons why I created this community in the first place and started streaming, is because I wanted to talk about what I was going through. Which is like, I'm still going through it. I'm still finding out who I am, you know? I'm non-binary, I'm trans, I'm pan, and, like, you know, whatever else. And it's a journey, and I want to share that journey with others, and I want others to be able to share their journey with me. You know, this is a gathering place. It's a safe space for us to have discussions like that. And it will continue to be. Like, I literally don't give a fuck what Twitch thinks about that. So, there's that. There is potential for that sort of thing to be weaponized, as Ivy pointed out. So, Twitch needs to figure this out. So I will be keeping a very close watch on this. And, like, you know, because, like, you know, we're gonna be canaries in the coal mine, you know? Fuck it, we'll move to Picardo. Oh my gosh. I hope not. I hope it doesn't come to that, but, you know, you never know. But yeah, I'll let y'all know, and yeah, count on numerous posts, both in Discord and on Blue Sky about that. The other thing I wanted to poke around with, Ruffy is really familiar with this, as well as, like, a bunch of the other streamers in the chat too, is that ads. You knew I was going to talk about it eventually. So currently, for the 3.5 years I've been streaming, something like that, I haven't dicked around with the ads at all, you know, and so it's been pre-roll this entire time. The problem that presents is, like, when somebody raids, or when somebody lands on the stream for the first time, they're gonna get like 6, 7, 8, a cajillion ads shoveled into their face all at once. You know, and I've been thinking about this for a while, and it's like, I don't really want someone's first time experience, you know, in this stream to be that, you know? So my proposal, and the thing is, like, I value everyone's input on this, because it's as much your place as it is mine, you know? That's what I was thinking, Poji. That's it right there. I was thinking about once an hour running 3 minutes of ads. Not only will it give y'all a chance to get up out of your chair and walk around, it'll give me an opportunity to get up out of the chair and walk around. It'll let me use the litter box once in a while, you know? Scratch the sand, bury my poos, that sort of thing. 3 minutes, that's all it takes. You know, and once an hour. So that would end up being, like, you know, we usually stream 3 or 4 hours. So that would be 9 to 12 minutes of ads for an entire stream. And it's not terrible. It's not terrible. Yeah, ads are not... I do like the break idea. Yeah. You know? It gives my voice a rest also, especially if we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. It gives my voice a little rest. I can go make a sandwich. I can get myself a drinky. All kinds of things. You know, and one of the chief things I was worried about, like, out of the gate, was, how do I handle the recordings? Because as a lot of you know, I record my own VODs. I don't rely on Twitch to do this. So yeah, you know, Twitch, like, stores my VODs forever, or 90 days, and then I you know, I arrange them in collections and things like that. But the thing is, though, I record my own VODs for upload to YouTube. And what I didn't want is, like, once an hour having a 3-minute thing of dead space in the middle of the video. and having that like 3 or 4 times, I mean, like that would make a garbage video. You know, my VODs aren't anything really to, you know, hugely watch. I use YouTube more as an archival service than anything, but like... But the thing is, though, what I realized is, you know, going through the Stream Deck properties, specifically the OBS plugin actually has a pause recording button that when I press that, it pauses the recording, like it says on the tin. But like when I press it again and it resumes recording, the end result is like you see a jump in the VOD, like a segment was removed. And that's what I wanted for this. And the nice thing is, instead of me firing up DaVinci and editing an entire video and waiting a whole day for it to even transcode just to have it shitty quality, instead of that, I can snip out that break while I'm recording the VOD, like in real time. So basically, like, you know, I end up having a video that's fantastic quality that I don't have to edit, that as soon as the stream is over, I can dump it on YouTube. And that's it. It's fantastic. So I think we're gonna go that route. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I'll give you guys plenty of notice on that. I will set a date, you know, and we'll do that. We'll do that. So if y'all don't mind that, that's the way that we'll go. And like I said, I value everyone's input. If you wanted to ping me privately, just one-on-one to talk about it, go for it. My DMs are open. If you wanted to be vocal about it in the Discord, by all means. If you wanted to be vocal about it in the chat, by all means, go for it. Like I said, it's as much your community as it is mine. So I just want, you know, everybody to be on the same page with that, you know. What else? I think we're just about ready. Ahty, log in so I can party you. Okay, so Vera, we're actually going to be watching the cinematic first, and then I will be hopping in the game. So let's see. Let me catch up with chat just super quick. Let's see. Where do I want to start here? 3 minutes every hour keeps the pre-rolls away. That's what I want. If we must sprinkle in ads on the occasion during the streams, I say let it happen. Bring in the breaks. Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing I wanted to say. So Ruffy, I took this a bit of inspiration from Ruffy with this. So now when Ruffy runs an ad on his streams, he stops. He straight up stops playing the game. Lets the ads run, and then when the ads are done, resumes. You know, and I love that. I absolutely adore that. And I think that, you know, Ruffy does it right. So I think I'm gonna follow you know, Ruffy's little method of doing things, because I think it's great. I posted in the Twitch feedback thing. In my comment, I added that in trying to be apolitical, they are silencing one specific side of the discussion, which is itself inherently political. They're taking a side. Yeah, they are. So there's a stray fox thing waiting in the VC. Ooh. Whoop. All right, Joe is in there. Follow in his pub steps. Yes. Sadly, with some things that might not be able to happen, like raids and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, with raids, I will have to keep my finger on the pulse there, because I can still run back to my chair and hop on the mic and be like, "Hey, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. We're in the middle of an ad break, but thank you so much for hanging out." Blah 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 blah. You know, for the folks that like sub to the channel already or got a gift sub, or the Twitch Turbo users. I got to figure out what to do in that regard. I might have some sort of an entertainment setup for folks to check out and watch. I might shout out friends.
I love Slutty Olives.
I do love Slutty Olives. They're great. I might have, like, you know, some clips of mine that play, or like some automated shout outs for, like, you know, lots of friends and stuff like that, with their consent, of course. I will ask before I do that. A break screen, yes, yes. So it's going to take time to get all that stuff settled, set up and things like that. So yeah, stay tuned, stay tuned. And like I said, I will set a date, let y'all know when we make the transition over. But it will be soon. It will be soon. All right. So let me get the recording going here. Oh, recording's already going. I don't remember making the recording go, but okay, there it is. So yeah, why don't we watch a cinematic? Let me kill the music here real quick. Boop. Doop. Kill that. And give me 1 second. I need to hop onto my volume mixer here. I know y'all can see all of this. I only use one screen for gaming now. So here we go. I wanted to make sure that was unmuted. All right, let's watch a cinematic. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Let's do it. We'll get that on. All right, grab your popcorn. We're doing it live. Let's go. Let's go.
Have come and gone since that day. How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood alone against the storm.
Hope, oh my God. Hope, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was Amanda the Adventurer 2? Friends are food, friends are not food. Friends are friends, not food. Oh my gosh. Hope, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. I'm glad you had a great stream. Your streams are always great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Welcome, raiders. My name is Ahty. I am a transferee gamer from Oregon. I mainly play RPG games. Tonight, oh God, are y'all in for a treat? Tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. We are starting Shadowbringers. Now, for y'all who have been through the game before, please keep the spoilers to yourself. Dreaming, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Keep all the details of the game, every single detail that you can think of about this game and about this expansion. Please store it up in your cute, fuzzy little bodies, because we have first-timers along with us. This is their first time through this expansion and first time through this game, so we don't want to spoil it, because like you don't get the first time through Final Fantasy XIV back. You don't get that back. It's an epic adventure, and we are halfway through it. Oh my gosh. Hope, thank you so much. Sonic, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Let me see. Dreaming, welcome. Hope, thank you so much again for the raid. You gotta play the Amanda the Adventure. I will give it a look. I haven't even heard of it before. Ahty, can you undeafen? I will undeafen shortly. Jimmy, hello. Welcome on in. Lemon Boy, hello. Welcome. Let's see. Scroll. So many good beans. Hope, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sonic, welcome on in. Lemon Boy, hello. I'll be lurking lurking and watching whilst working. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you too. And welcome on in. But folks, the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back. We're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free, kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, you can lurk, you can do whatever you want to do. You could even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. But regardless of what you decide to do, you're welcome here and you're valid. Fuck Paladin, I'm back to leveling Dark Knight. Wow. It breaks my heart that we're on different servers. Oh, no worries. That's why you can server visit. Hope, you are more than welcome to join us. You're more than welcome to. You're still in NA, right? Yep. You can visit. We can't marry though. Well, I don't know. I don't see a reason why we can't. I mean, I'm single, you know. Nabu, welcome on in. Hope, playing this with you would be lovely and hilarious. But just in case you decide you do want to join us, we usually play Friday night and Saturday night, 6 p.m. PST to roughly around 9 p.m. PST. Usually just a few hours. We're kind of crawling through it, but you know, we take it slow. We marinate in this shit because it is just so good. Dragon crushed, what? Poji, if you want to join our polycule, you're more than welcome to. Oh, server difference. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could you couldn't marry if you were on a different server. That sucks. I don't share well. Aww. Hope is beautiful. And y'all in my chat, if you're not following Hope Dreams, what are you doing? Hope is a gem. Hope is so heckin' awesome, and quite frankly, somebody that I've looked up to for quite a while. She's so fun, and cares about everybody, is so sweet, and so sassy, and so heckin' awesome. I heckin' love it. Hope is amazing. Go follow and watch. Do it right now. Hope is absolutely beautiful and a delight, yes. Bro, you have an empire, it's not a polycule, it's a fucking organization? Why not both? Holy heck. I need to undeafen, because somebody's gonna murder me. Alright, let's see. I am undeafened.
Hello.
Yay!
Fuck.
Ahty.
Hello.
That whole thing just... Fuck.
Right?
Just put the opera at the start. Yeah, it fucked.
So
Also, yoink Poji.
Oh, Poji's not in here?
Poji's not in here. Poji wants in.
All right, there we go. We got Poji. Yeah, that
Okay,
whole thing goes so hard. That goes so hard. So like, I do want to remind folks. I did mention this last Saturday when we wrapped up with the speculation on like, you know, what y'all think might be happening. I think it's important. It worked for ARR, it worked for Heavensward, and it worked for Stormblood, but for Shadowbringers, it won't.
Nice.
So, like, yeah, I'm not going to discourage discussion amongst yourselves, but when we're live and on stream, we need to keep that to a minimum.
Don't worry. My only prediction is that we are bringing shadows.
Perfect.
My prediction is that we go and get to see our friends again.
Yeah.
I predict that Thancred will become a gunbreaker. Who wants to bet?
On top of that, I also predict that Urianger becomes an Astro and finally changes out of that fucking potato sack.
We'll see. It's a little early to tell.
Get him out of that fuck-ass sack at least.
Like, certain things, like, just have me asking more questions.
And that's what that intro trailer is really designed to do.
Yeah, no, we need to get...
Like, I'm like,
Urianger out of
oh!
his fucking...
Matoya got young again, and then the hood comes off and it's Y'shtola, and I'm like, well, now I'm really confused.
Yep.
I think they were mentioning...
I
think they were mentioning Y'shtola, or mentioning Matoya because that's Y'shtola's mentor.
But then why did he call her Matoya?
No speculation. I
don't
have
think
guesses,
he
but I
did.
can't speculate.
I think we just misheard.
No speculation. No speculation. I'm literally just taking it as a last name. Like,
Yeah, you know what? We're speculating. This conversation's over immediately.
Yeah, it's gonna be this is gonna be a challenge. This is gonna be a challenge, but
We're
I'm not speculating. I'm asking questions. I'm not doing.
Yeah,
know,
but
but
you're asking questions you don't want the answers to.
You're asking
You're
To
asking
not give
questions you
any
don't
kind of
want the
answer would be speculating.
yeah.
I'm not. Well, who said you had to give me an answer? I'm just saying these are the questions.
Because it's
that
natural
I
to want to respond to a
It
question.
prompts someone to answer.
Nuh-uh. You never heard of a
that's what a
rhetorical
question does.
No, rhetorical questions.
Yeah, but not everyone knows they're rhetorical. Anyway, moving
Or
on.
if you have an answer, you kind of feel prompted to give that answer.
Yeah.
Listen to Vac. All your questions will be answered.
Yes.
I promise.
Have faith. Have
I would
faith.
certainly hope so. Otherwise, the trailer fucking lied to me.
So y'all,
That should be really bad false advertising.
give me
I'm
1
so
second. I need to reposition my pedals real quick. 1 sec.
Also, is there a party? And can I be
yeah.
invited to it?
Vera is in charge.
There's
I need to level my DK.
It's okay. I'm the DK for the time being.
All right. Now that I have my pedals in the proper position,
Am I missing anyone?
trust in the force.
Let's see,
Surratt,
1, 2,
The
3,
force
4,
will be
5,
with you.
6.
Ainsley,
If we can have 2 more people, that'd be great.
I need to
Ruffy.
start doing my roulettes more.
Hi, I'm here.
Ruffy, good bean.
You sure are, you awesome raccoon.
I am
Alright.
waiting somewhere for you all to show up.
Purple.
Do we have one more that can pop in?
I think, did Hope say she was, they were going to be on or not?
I think
Go twice.
Hope just got done streaming, so I think that's probably a no for
gonna
tonight.
say, I think
un-
Hope probably wants to chill.
yeah, unless Hope would like to, in which we will have room.
Well, Hope's gonna have to get on my friends list. Sorry.
No.
You said you knew how to use the
We
character
don't
search.
know yet, Hope. We are just starting Shadowbringers,
Yeah.
so we don't know what's coming up. We're doing main story.
You just know that
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of text. That's it.
We're basically just doing a first-time playthrough, so no bubbles.
Yeah, so let me get my new game plus here activated, and we'll be good to go.
Anka butt.
Yuki, welcome on in. Nice to see you.
Nice job. Nice,
Bonka
Yuki.
butt.
Nice to hear.
Like the cat?
So 9 months. Does that mean at the end of 9 months you are reborn?
Yes.
HRT baby.
HRT reborn.
Yuki, congrats on
Yuki
that.
reborn.
Truly.
You are
a
then
gender
reborn.
reborn.
Oh, then it's fine. You're
Purple
probably not
cave.
going to get anywhere where you'd need me, probably. Okay. But remember, Hope. I might ping you on Discord later on, probably after the stream, on kind of like the details on if you wanted to join us and stuff like that. We regularly have folks kind of pop in and hang out with us for a bit, or if they know where we're at in the story, if they know a dungeon or a duty is coming, they'll pop in just to help out. Sometimes our party gets really full and then we split off into a second party. We get everything, we try to do everything pretty smoothly, but
Hi, Proxy.
Proxy, good bean, my favorite purple cat.
Best cat.
Yeah.
We're building quite the reoccurring rogues gallery of just, party members.
Rogues.
I'm okay with this. I treasure every moment I get to play with y'all.
Aw.
Also, Ahty,
Yeah.
there might be a Yori lurking, because I was hanging out with Hope too, and Hope got a raid, and Yori came in with that raid. So there might be a
Ooh.
Yori lurking.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
just
people
out
die.
the pander.
I'm not gonna look I don't look to see who is actually in the stream, so I am completely oblivious until somebody redeems something or speaks up.
And
So-
even then, sometimes you still forget that they're there.
What? Okay. Okay.
Oh no, it's not like you've said hello twice to some people before.
Creatures, hello. Welcome on in. It's nice to see
Hi,
you. All right, so I'm gonna deafen up and I'm gonna get this started.
Audio
Oh, I'm in the wrong neighborhood.
Funniest ringtone.
You are, in fact, in the wrong place.
I am in the wrong place, but for the right reasons. I accidentally watched the cutscene.
All right, so I'm gonna deafen up and start.
See you guys on the other
Do
side.
it.
All right. Welcome back, Lemon. It's getting late for me, and I might want to try this game sometime, so I have to pop out. But I hope you have fun. Your design is lovely, delightful patterns all over, incredibly charming little critter. I hope I can catch another stream. And say it with me now, big tail never fail. Big tail never fail. Dreaming, it was so nice to see you, and so nice to meet you, and I hope to see you again soon. Ahty's delete this looks so ready to just snap. You should see the second version that I got. Yori did 2 for me. Slight variation on the second one, but the second one is... Wow. Yeah. I may share that. I may share that in the Discord. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. All right. Actually, another thing too. Just one really quick thing for the folks that are just joining us. When I'm doing Final Fantasy XIV, I read every single box. I read everything. Like all the dialogue and stuff, I read out loud. So, and I don't necessarily do like all the different voices and stuff like that, but I do a lot of reading. A lot of reading. So, yeah, if you like that, grab your popcorn. Except when you forget the extras. Hush! Shh! Good news, Ahty. We've had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. A path I doubt we'd ever have found had the Ironworks and the Suns not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Oh, I keep grabbing the wrong mouse. Then we'd better go and give them a hand. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up, and before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. There's a boat in North Silvertier waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. Ooh, music change.
Yeah.
It's a two.
All right.
To get on.
All right. Let's see.
It has it Alfie and no, it's okay. But I'm jealous. You got the alpha.
I spent good money on it. It's like $50 to purchase at the Mono Station.
Okay, I'm not that jealous.
No, I bought other things on top of it. It was like $20-some.
Still not that jealous.
Why am I going to the Solar?
I don't know. Why are you going to the Solar?
That's the wrong door again.
Look, I worked a full day today, all right?
That's fair.
I
I'll
did
give you
too.
that.
Pray return to the Rising Stones.
Pray leave the Rising Stones.
Pray leave the Rising Stones, never to return.
Ray, get out of there, please.
Tattoo just shooing you out the door. It's like, no, that's the wrong way. That way.
It's like, get out, Warrior of Light, you're fired.
In a way, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of funny how everything comes back to Mordona because you got Middy's corpse up there. You got the Crystal Tower over there.
Got the Domans.
You know, the last remaining remnants of Dalamud.
It's true.
Yep. That you can just ride up to and look at and
Yes, you
poke.
do.
Or part of it, yeah. Oh, I just saw that over there.
How we wait for everybody here.
Ravazon.
Everything
Where are
comes
That's
back
Ruffy.
to
That's right.
It's me.
Mordona.
So the thing is, though, there's always a reason to have more donut. So that's why we always keep going back there.
More donuts, true. This is
More
true.
donut.
Oh, this is right next to the dungeon entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gosh, I love donuts.
I do love donuts.
I had a
Well,
pumpkin spice donut the other day. It was good.
All right,
Oh,
I'm gonna
that's-
deafen up and read.
Alright, Pog.
Pog champ. That's pretty poggers. Heading to the survey site, madam? It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, this music. Oh, I remember this. Oh, this brings back so many memories. Holy crap.
Look how many people there are! Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Biggs! Wedge!
Yeah, fresh off the back of a dragon. Jeez.
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thrice? That's a lot.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
Yeah, we gotta find the bacon.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
Yeah, could you wedge yourself in there?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
Yeah, you'd get wedged. Okay, I'm done.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Looks vaguely elegant, honestly.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Well, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Oh, safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Throw wide the gates.
The dawn's light will shine again.
Oh, do not look at me so.
You're slaves
What?
to the tyrants. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you.
I must say, your spirited accounts always comes in welcome.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Your time has not yet come.
Arachne, welcome on in. welcome on in. Nova, welcome.
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Oh, it's him.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
What do you mean this time of night?
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman a kicking out time.
Oh, he's not random.
And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, yet he'd reply.
He's not generic.
Yeah. Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when. You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then. Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you'd best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Oh, that music.
Dizzying heights it rises, the gleaming spire, its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew, between dark and light, the pure and the corrupt, the one true struggle.
I'll say right now, some of the best music in the whole game is it happens in this expansion. You can't see me because I'm instanced right now. You want me to undeafen? Okay, give me 1 sec.
Summoner minions.
What's up?
It's just you were so silent, and I wanted to chat.
We are in chat, so we are in a voice chat. So
No worries. Like that whole beginning, there's nothing like it. It brings back so much, and like, you know, watching all of that, I'm just going through like just a slideshow in my head.
They hit us with Harshaphon again.
I know.
There'll be plenty of time to talk in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget, Ahty.
I won't forget. I won't forget.
Ahty will.
All right, hang. I will not forget. All right. Talk to you in a bit.
Oh, purple.
This place is pretty purple, isn't it? Purple's good.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not. This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions. From where do you hail?
Very far away. Gridania.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists. Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin, but instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Oh, you will.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
Everything all right, Captain?
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort her to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Tale of Frost and Shadow. Welcome on in. That theme, right? Oh. Like, this whole time of like, I have this huge upwelling of emotion. Just hearing all of this stuff. It's incredible. Poison, thank you. Pumpkin! Smallest waffle, welcome on in.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private. Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
Nazra, welcome on in. Holy heck. Nazra pretty.
I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you were still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused?
An inkling, yes. I can only beg your forgiveness. Matters here forced my hand, but all shall be explained in due course, I promise you. Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin-eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes. And though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
God, the song. Oh.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
All right, I'm gonna undeafen. I wish the devs would add the Orchestrion add-on to the game. It's so useful for finding out what your favorite songs are called. Yes. But honestly, like what I found, and this gets me through my workday. This really does. The OST for ARR, for Heaven's Word, you know, for Shadowbringers, for Stormblood, all of the expansion OSTs you can find on YouTube. And just queuing up one of those brings back all of these memories and gets me through my workday. And it's through that I've occasionally learned the titles of the songs that I love. It's amazing.
Start the next cutscene, you disappear.
Hello.
Hello.
So fun fact.
All right.
October 23rd, 2021 is when I did this exact same thing.
Nice.
Yes. So like I just while I was starting up, I had just quickly flicked through my my VODs from then that were up on YouTube. And I had to go all the way back to 2021 where like it's like tonight we start Shadowbringers, blah blah blah. And looking at the stream at such terrible video quality, and like my overlay sucks, and like
This extract's so small.
He's about Makoti size. Or baby elf size.
Explain your smallness.
Explain your smallness. He is very small, isn't he? I didn't realize how small he was.
Like I am just towering over him.
Yeah, he's either cat boy or elf boy.
You don't
Specifically
necessarily
boy,
tower
not
over
elf
him.
man.
Honor, you don't really tower over
From
him.
my perspective, I might as well.
I definitely tower over him, but I am Dirt Boy.
You tower over everybody.
I'm a Vieira.
Yeah,
I
isn't it
tower
awesome?
over way too many things.
So, could I get a couple of shout outs? Could I get a shout out for Poji Force and Nazra Mitra?
Hell yeah. Shout out to the
Actually, no, the crystal extract's about Cyrette size.
You should absolutely get a shout out to Poji. Die Dragon's a streamer.
Yeah, so Poji needs no introduction to the stream, but like, you know, my favorite purple dragon.
Wow.
Yeah, it's true. Deal with it. And also, can I get a can I also get a shout out for Ruffy Raccoon, please? Also.
Yeah. Shout out the raccoon.
How about shout out Ahty?
Shout out all
I'm not
the
gonna
streamers.
nobody's gonna shout me out in my own stream.
I don't see Ahty anymore.
Ahty disappeared.
I'm still here.
It's weird. Like, I can only see Rarazan and Cyrette.
No, Ahty's right here.
I'm right here.
Well, that's probably because they're standing far enough away from the crystal
Oh, I
extract.
turned on that thing. That's right.
Yeah, I made sure that
You
it.
can see party members, Poji.
Yeah, I said it so it wouldn't block party members because I
Yeah.
need to be able to see them.
Well, it's the party members who are usually blocking the people I'm trying to click on.
Ryu,
Well, that's what the X button is for.
Ryu, don't make me ban your ass, all right? don't make
Do it.
me escort you
coward.
out of here.
Do it, coward.
I forgot how.
Plug
what that
in.
is.
Shout me out in my own
The
stream.
X key?
That's
No,
shit that
where's
I
that
do.
setting?
That's shit that
Oh.
that is shit that I do in other people's streams. I shout out the streamer in their own stream, not anybody else.
The mods are learning from you, Ahty.
Well, the thing
I'm
is,
gonna go with.
You built this community. Now you have to deal with it.
the thing is, sorry, go ahead.
Poji, I'm gonna go with character configuration. Just
No, I got it.
oh,
It's funny because like I'm a mod in Afrobun's stream, and like I shouted out Afrobun in their own stream too many times, so Afro configured it so if I try to shout out Afro, it just shouts me out instead.
counter.
Right.
Afro would do that.
Ahty?
They're smart
Yeah.
with that.
This place makes me want to cry.
Isn't it
'Cause-
beautiful?
Well, it's like it's being mean to me.
Why?
Because it's full of light and it's purple. I am a light-absorbing dragon. This is my place. I'm like, oh, this place is fucked up and 90% dead. This place is actually hell. But
Okay,
I'm like,
but you feel good.
Okay, but Poji.
Make it not dead, white mage.
Also,
Poji, consider
if
that
you
this
are a
is
light-absorbing
nighttime.
Dragon, you are a light-absorbing dragon. Absorb the excess of light. Do it.
I think Poji would become too powerful and possibly explode?
Impossible.
I would be like Superman the one time he absorbed too much sunlight.
Yeah.
Eat the sun.
Yeah, just eat the sun. There you go.
You'll have like the healthiest diet here ever.
I think it's kind of funny, by the way, that in Final Fantasy XIV, light and dark aren't just metaphors; they're very literal.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
well,
also,
I love it when they're literal.
I love that neither of them is necessarily good nor evil.
There needs to be a balance.
Two sides of the same coin.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing a Dark Knight right now.
I wish I had my Dark Knight at level to do this content.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, and if you did, I could be the healer.
Theo, welcome on in. Thank you.
I'll have to work on it.
And then you'd get mad at me for not healing correctly, because you're a healer and you know how healing do.
And you'll get mad at me for not tanking correctly.
Poji, you're supposed to face the boss away from the group.
Oh, I know how to do that much.
All right.
Stop dancing around it. I can't get the flanks.
I'm gonna deafen up and go ahead with this.
Please do. We're gonna be idiots for the entire stream.
Sorry, just taking the streamer out for a spin. Right on. Darkness, hello. Welcome on in. All right. And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. Oh, I forgot how epic that is. Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. Gosh, I love being full of franks. Jimmy, thank you so much for the follow. Holy heck, welcome on in. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you first to gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. Hyena Bangs, welcome on in. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I am sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful God, why am I tripping over myself tonight? Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should, in theory, be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. After you have done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetheryte and head out to the left to arrive in the Crystalline Mean. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman, Catalyst, one of the people I should like you to meet. Another is Morin. To reach him and his Cabinet of Curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit to the left and simply continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Bragi, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetheryte Plaza. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough? Crystal clear. Ha, very good, I concede. The layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning. and I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars, and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There is an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. When you've finished making the rounds, pray meet me at the large courtyard at the center of town. Until then... Alright, I think we should go to the Aetheryte first. Yell should be attuning straight away anyway, just like the Exarch said. And it's a quest for me. By focusing your senses, you detect the flow of vastly distant currents of ether. Your connection to these energies is faint but stable, and should allow teleportation to Aetherites in the source. Yep, that's exactly where I was gonna go, is like just up the steps. Kind of like in the order in which he was telling us all about this stuff. There's Kalos. Oh my gosh, lady, it's been years. Kumba, welcome on in. Hello, how's a monster doing tonight? Gosh, I love monsters. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized, too. Thanks to us in the mean, we work together to procure materials and resources, and craft the goods which make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll all be handed to you on a plate like those Yulmoran layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor. You don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folks I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. It's raining, I'm cold, and so happy, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him, and any friend of his is a friend of ours. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. The city's stood here for decades now. Yet the eldest among us swear the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you've aught to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Just ask for Catlas, and I'll find you a niche here in the crystalline mean. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Your exchange with Catlas has taught you about life in the Crystarium. Hell yeah. Okay, so next we need to go see Modon downstairs. Alright, here are the stairs. Whoop! There we go. Whoop! We need to go all the way down to the doors, I think. I think that's what he told us. Yeah, they're the doors. Boji!
Right next to them until they realize, oh, I should be doing that too.
How do you play the shooty make music person? They don't even play your flute.
Ahty,
What?
Peloton.
Peloton?
Peloton.
Peloton.
Well, the thing is, though, I would use it if I had it, but I haven't learned it yet.
You do.
Ahty, it is literally on your hotbar. I can see
Where?
it on the stream.
Where?
Right next to Sprint.
I don't see it at all.
Right next to Sprint. You deliberately avoided it with your mouth. I saw it.
See, I've got Sprint, and then I have nothing and 0 and 9.
It's okay, Ahty. Hop on my shoulders. I'll carry you and I'll sprint.
Ahty. It's the green sprint button. It's the green sprint.
Ahty, I say this lovingly. I will flay you.
It's Mint Sprint. Mint Sprint.
Mint Sprint.
I'm going to fight you.
Don't forget the ether shard. Don't forget the Ethernet shard.
Remember that entire time we ran through a dungeon together, Ahty, and you didn't press Peloton once and I didn't say anything just to be nice about it?
I am not being nice. I refuse to be nice.
Oh, he's upstairs.
Use
Up
your
the
god
stairs.
dingle dang Peloton.
I can't believe Ahty's a toxic DPS.
Exactly. Ahty just hates fun.
Hey, how long do the elves live?
Yes.
A few hundred years.
So
I'm wondering if it's a reflection if this world has its own version of all of our characters, and then we'll get to see like baby Alphino and baby Ysael all grown up.
Well, I literally can't say anything. Nothing
Yeah,
at
no.
all.
Yeah, Ahty, this is not for you. Shut up.
I'm talking to Morin now.
All right, I will in a second.
I don't know who the fuck I'm. Where am I?
All right, I'm gonna deafen up and talk. Boop. There we go. Excuse me, miss. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and, well... well, what I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll, even? A scrap of scribbled on parchment? My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. Librarian Morin at your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Oh, so you've an interest in modern history. Splendid! A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment and I'll fetch it for you. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? Make yourself more comfortable. On with the lesson, then. Morin is so cute. It's like, I love this book. A 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease, until the day an enormous, blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet, just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and the approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvrant, and Norvrant alone spared the fate of erasure. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from the Norvrant sky. Even now, they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. And that was a children's book. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it for you. Or if you would rather I speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Nico, welcome on in. Nico. Gosh, I love Nico. Your exchange with Morin has taught you about the Flood of Light. Alright, so I'm not gonna say anything. I was gonna say something, but then I decided, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait until Vera is out of the cinematic, and then I'll go forward. Well, Vera and creatures. So the folks in the chat who have never seen this before, how are you liking it so far? I know we really haven't had any action, but the intro to this world is so good. because they lay it down right away. Just waiting on creatures. Oh, the Crystarium is so awesome, and the music here is just, so much good music. So much good music brings like so many good memories back up. This is just, it's, y'all. I can't express how awesome it is to be here right now. Need to look up more. This place is gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah, the Crystarium is so well done. Amazing. Amazing. Creatures is still in the cutscene. Oh, Creatures is out. Okay. Here we go. All right. I just didn't want to get too far ahead. Dozy, hello, welcome on in. Dozy's a good bean. Could I get a shout out for Dozy also? Hell yeah. Thank you, Ryu. Alright, so all we have to do is just go straight across, and that's our third one. Dozy. Gosh, I love Dozy. Welcome to Shadowbringers. Oh. I forget Dozy. Dozy, is this... I think this might be right around when you started hanging around. Right. Let's go. Dozy, I mentioned it earlier, but October 23rd, 2021 is when I started Shadowbringers the first time. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. I did this exact thing almost exactly 3 years ago. Like within a week. New to the city, friend. The spinning head and wide eyes give you away. I remember you doing the redacted and the redacted. Yes. I remember Trinity. I remember Trinity hand-holding me through like, okay, so probably what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go to this person, get this amount of this specific gear for this amount of tomestones, and like Trinity was such a big help with this game. I was such itty bitty baby newbie Final Fantasy XIV person. And you too, though. You too. Dozy, you helped me through quite a bit of stuff, too. Welcome. My name is Bragi, and I'm the master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too florid by half. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment for Mistel such as yourself. So finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. I'm sorry, did you say Mistel? Gosh, time really passed by, yeah. It's been too long, honestly. Too long. Hi, something wrong? Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a human. The taller one is an elf. The sturdy individual over there is a Galgent. Whilst the one with the horns is a Dran. And then you have the large, scaly chaps with the long tails and a knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zoom. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. The same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. You don't get much far-flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. Naboo, thank you so much for the lurk. Have a great dinner, okay? Don't eat it too fast. But not to worry. Should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Your exchange with Bragi has taught you about the peoples of the First. Alright, nobody else is here but me, so we will go... We need to go to the main courtyard. This place is so pretty. It's so pretty and so much... honestly, I think it looks so much prettier than the first time I was through here. Your wish is my command, Purple Dragon.
Yay! I'm trying to get all of the Aether shards.
Did you get
so I'm a drawn. I'm a drawn.
You're drawn.
A drawn.
You're drawn.
Leviosa.
It's Leviosa.
Leviosa.
What are the kitties called?
Myself.
Myself?
Or like Mistel.
Mistel? Oh, like a caca missile?
Like a caca missile, yes. Yes. Or in this case, a caca mistel.
I am simply a Vis.
Then Hume, like the Hure is now Hume, which is actually closer to human.
Yeah. Actually,
the elephants are just straight up elf.
Actually, it's human.
Hume is,
if my memory serves me, Ahty, is this like, weren't the FF11 races names this way, or were my wrong?
No, well, Hume was. Hume were humans in Final Fantasy 11, but the rest are all the rest.
The way they are.
Okay. Got into being a nice reference to Final Fantasy 11.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. So honestly, like when I played Final Fantasy 11, I honestly played it for like I think it was like just a couple of months, and like my tiny brain wasn't ready for MMOs.
Funnily enough, Tataru's name is based off of what the Lalafels were called in 11 as well. So they were called the Taru.
Wow!
That's adorable!
That's
so there's
awesome.
a little reference to Tataru.
Oh, and her name is just Tataru.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, her last name is Taru.
Yeah. Another little this game loves referencing other Final Fantasies.
Oh no, I figured that.
So it's Tataru. So it's Tataru, the Taru.
Yes.
Taru, the
Taru.
That is not confusing at all.
Hey Poji, I did that one side quest, by the way.
I just realized we don't have a single.
The Black Rose side quest.
Oh yeah, that one.
Did anyone?
Yeah.
Did anyone? Oh, we do have a Lalafell. What were you called when they talked to you?
Oh, yeah, that's quite interesting that you mentioned that. Yeah, I was wondering if anyone was going to.
Yeah,
no one's noticed.
Ruffy, what did they call you?
I can't actually remember what they called the Lalafell.
I thought you said that they called them the same thing.
Are you not playing along with us?
Actually, no. I think they straight up just call us dwarves.
Yeah, because
really?
I guess that makes sense.
Ruffy's just like done all this.
Interesting.
Lalafells are the closest dwarf equivalent.
I remember when I first heard it. When I first heard it, I was like, "Huh, that seems really kind of on the nose in comparison to the others."
Are we
what you mean? You mean Elven being elf wasn't on the nose?
God. Are we ready?
Because the Lalafell are like.
I'm gonna talk to the Crystal Exarch.
I think I'm gonna definitely do the same.
Let's talk to the nerd.
Oh wait, hold up.
No, I'm talking to the Crystal Exarch. Sorry.
It's too late.
Okay.
What's up, creatures?
The Lalafell are called Miala here, I believe. No, sorry, dwarves. It's dwarf. It is dwarf.
It is dwarf.
Okay.
So yeah, there's the softest
I was reading a
dwarf.
different part. It is dwarf.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna talk.
Now we can all go.
I expected this. Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clearer picture of this world and its people? Yes, it seems we were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but it was necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noted that details were sparse. The structure is, in fact, the selfsame one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing. And although I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. You've done as I requested, and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fulfilled my half of the bargain and explained what has befallen your comrades. That is a conversation I would rather have in the privacy of my quarters. However, I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things. But I shall see that the guard knows to admit you. Then the gates lie open, then? Well, yes, of course. It can be opened and closed just like any other. Does that seem strange to you? I know not how the tower functioned in your time, but I assure you there is no danger of us being locked inside. Okay, I need to watch the previous VODs because I'm lost. Well, actually, we've only been in this expansion for 2 hours, so it's basically just the VOD from this stream that you'd probably want to catch up on. All right. That was the wrong button. There we go. Greetings, madam. The Exarch awaits you within. This place is pretty as hell.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard.
All right. Cinder, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the tier 1 resub. 15 months? Wow. I can't believe it's been that long. Cinder, thank you so much for that resub. Thank you, thank you. And it's so nice to see you tonight. I hope you're well. POV getting hit with the super Ahty beam. I didn't know I had a breath weapon. That's interesting. maybe. That'd be kind of cool, actually. But Cinder, welcome on in. It's nice to see you. Could I get a shout out for Cinder Asunder, please? That would be amazing.
I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions. To put it simply, they are here in the First. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the Source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the First, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted. That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
I'm gonna be lurking because I got a project to work on right on. Thank you so much for hanging out, though, Cinder. It's nice to see you.
As for your companions, however, Y'shtola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5.
Makes sense.
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the First for almost a year. My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch.
Ah. There we have it.
Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
Yep, Thancred's naked again. Figures. What have they been doing all this time?
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future, that which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the First was rejoined with the Source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die. And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the First, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home. What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Aye, but I'll see you keep that promise.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that the room has just become available at the Pendants, which, as it turns out, is perfect. Our path there will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along.
Is that
so it is
Graha?
Graha.
Like, at this point, I don't fucking know.
I might remind y'all about speculation.
Yeah, we thought you were still deafened.
We weren't trying to speculate. Someone slipped. It's okay. Accidents happen.
Guys, slow down. I can't lore walk that fast. Oh, fine, I'll stop lore walking.
Alright. I'm gonna deafen up.
You better.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. Aught you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here. Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough. Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal.
Interesting.
As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Interesting. iPhones. Look at that.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world.
iPhones, no!
Avan Kerm Sin?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
She.
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task.
I look at Feo Ul, and I'm just like, this is one of Trinity's favorite characters. And it just, like, every time I see her, I think of Trinity.
This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
I don't remember meeting her this so early. Ah, I think I vaguely remember this.
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift? How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
Clappy! Rev up that excitement because the gear gang's coming in hot. Hell yeah! Clappy, welcome on in. How was your heckin' stream? Tell us all about how Judgment was. Holy heck! Welcome on in. Thank you so much. Tell us all about it though. But before you do, make sure you get your self-care stuff going on. Grab yourself a drinky and a snack and get cozy. No, yeah, it's a Final Fantasy stream, so we've got cinema mode on because we're in the middle of a cinematic thinger. But Clappy, welcome on in. And holy heck, welcome on in, Raiders. Lone Paw, hello, nice to see you. Ahty has found out my counter. Well, in all honesty, cinema mode has been a thing. It has been a thing for a while. We play a lot of story games, and sometimes the redeems can be a little bit disruptive. They don't really fit when we're trying to, like, read and, like, be immersed in stuff, right? So I devised a way to kind of toggle them on and off. Most of the time they're on, but when we're doing a cinematic and stuff like that, we leave them off. I disrupt with love. I know you do, Clappy. You can get me double next time. How's that? Or whenever you decide to pop in next. Nah, for real, that's super fair. Yeah. Because the thing is, though, it's not just me. It's not just me. If it was just me, I'd be like, yeah, well, you know what? Let them fly. But, like, the thing is, like, we've got, folks that are along. This is their first time through the game. They're enjoying it. They're marinating it. And, like, I'm just, like, watching, like, a big shitty-ass grin on my face. And it's amazing. You love to see it. You love to see it. And, folks in the chat, they like to immerse themselves in the cinematics and stuff like that, too. So we had to have a way to kind of, like, make a compromise, I guess. So sometimes they're on, sometimes they're off. But holy heck, welcome on in, Raiders. Hey in, hello, welcome on in. Welcome on in, folks. My name is Ahty. I am a transfer gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight we're playing my favorite one of all time, Final Fantasy XIV, and specifically, we started the Shadowbringers expansion tonight. So we're getting shown around the Crystarium. So I do ask that whoever's popped into the stream already and might have actually, like, been through this part of the game, please, every little detail I probably would consider a spoiler, so please keep that to yourself. Yeah, we're trying to keep the speculation and stuff like that to a minimum, because those can actually kind of spoil it too. So, yeah, please keep that stuff to yourself. Because, like, you know, your first time through Final Fantasy XIV is amazing, and you don't get a second chance with that. Oh, Clappy, those such kind words. Oh my gosh. And those in my chat, Clappy Trappy is probably one of the most entertaining heckin' streamers on Twitch. The most infectious heckin' laugh, and such a sweetheart too. So much fun, and so awesome to hang around. Just pop in those streams and plant your butt, and you will be laughing and just having a good time from start to finish. I swear. And what a good hacker. Go follow and watch Clappy Trappy. Please, please, please. Ote, my lips are seals. I mean sealed. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Ahty, goodness, with all these words, at least take me to dinner afterwards. You got it. You got it. The first 2 burritos are on me. All right, I am going to continue, but thank you so much for popping in, folks. The community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back. We're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free, kick back and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, you can lurk, do whatever you want to do. You could even drop a follow if you would like. That's not required, though. Regardless of what you do, though, you're heckin' welcome here and you're valid.
After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin.
My gosh, I love fun.
But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
As far as I know.
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isne Fis, and you my Snay Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other.
Hell yeah. I love her hair. Oh my god. Clappy, oh my god. Ruling your chat with an iron fist. Payon, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much.
Raise your hand.
Holy shit, that actually worked!
Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
So did we just get married? I think we've been intimate now.
Mayhap her message to your friends in the source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Send a message to Totaro.
Consider it done.
Do we get to see it being delivered?
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by Pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
But enough tomfoolery. How has the stream been, Ahty? Been having oodles of fun? Yes. So I've mentioned a few times before, like, almost exactly 3 years ago, I was doing this very same thing at this very same part of the game. I was starting Shadowbringers. like at the end of October in 2021. And so like this is all just a trip down memory lane. It is an overwhelming flood of like emotion and just good, happy memories. Speak with the Exarch. The Exarch is up in the Pendants. I know where that is. So that's actually top of the stairs, I think? I think it's this way. Not exactly, but I think it'll get us where we need to go. It's been a while since I've been here. I think it's this way. Gosh, this place is so rad. Yeah, it's this way. But it's down from here. Alright, we're talking about iPhone to chest armor economy. What? Alright. Ah, there you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make use of it as you see fit. When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray, rest, and recuperate, and we shall reconvene in the Ocular Anon. I believe that covers all the practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call, Ahty. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. A pleasure to meet you, miss, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready, if you'd care to retire. Let's go.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
The warrior of darkness?
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The warrior of darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source, a daft one, looking back. If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood. We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source and try to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia, how she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the First. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood? 100 years. 100 long years. My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that? You were summoned to save the First. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Interesting. Oh, looks like Vera is still in a cutscene. There we go. I'll just stare at Vera for a little bit. So what did y'all think? While we're waiting for Vera to get out of the cutscene, what did y'all think? Y'all better get typing. Uh-oh. Where'd Vera go? Vera's not in a cutscene. There's Vera. Okay. Vera's out. All right.
Could have been with us since.
Well, yeah, but he's napping now, so it's just the warrior.
Gosh, I love warriors.
Yeah, Ahty, I'm the warrior of light that is now being haunted by the warrior of darkness.
Yes.
You know, all this worrying is going to get you stressed out and get you gray hairs at a young age.
Yeah. Quit being such a worry wart.
A warrior?
Warrior.
Or warrior wart.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
So, okay,
you
so...
know what? I think I'm going to change my name on the server to warrior.
So, like...
Not the full sentence here in the first.
Yeah, Ahty?
So we've been streaming for 2.5 hours. We've been going for 2.5 hours. How many bombs have been dropped? How blown away are you guys?
This seems like a regular student day.
He said Minfilia is gone, and yet we saw Minfilia in the trailer, so I'm confused. I am curious.
I am full of melancholy. I am shaking. I am crying. I may be pissing myself a bit.
I'm mainly just pointing a finger, I think, and going, old! Old!
If time flies at a different pace here, that would explain, though, how their timeline had advanced so much further than ours.
Yeah.
If we're approaching the same conclusion that led to the flood, but they got to it so much faster than we did.
They speedban this shit. They are gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because time moves faster here.
They didn't have a streamer yapping to slow them down.
Actually, you're correct. Time moves faster and sometimes slower here. It is not accurate at all.
It is
sometimes
variable.
slower, but by the look of things, it's generally faster.
But here's the thing. It's like one of my favorite parts about this timeline and this expansion, is it makes a lot of the previous like introduction trailers, for instance ARR, it makes a lot of those kind of it brings those into a little bit more context. Because we're basically...
Because that was the first.
Basically, yes. So we're looking through a lens that's not even our world to begin with.
But then, the introduction for Shadowbringers, that can't necessarily have happened in the past.
No, I think that, as usual, the Ardbert MC is still meant to be a stand-in for us. And that's the entire reason why he is the character here, because that was the whole point. They were this world's warrior of light.
Yeah. Also, in the trailer, we have a completely different guy being our stand-in for the warrior of light for ARR stuff.
No, we don't. It's the same guy.
No, it's a completely different guy.
A John Final Fantasy is meant to be our stand-in. Yeah. Tricky, welcome on.
He's with his party, but it's the same guy.
Prove that it's a different guy.
Yeah, if you look at the Shadowbringers trailer, that's a different guy entirely.
Prove it.
No, that's the same guy.
No, because he doesn't look like Ardbert.
Yeah, no, he does. It's just more high def.
Warrior.
It's high def Ardbert, I think.
No. Because like you can tell just by looking at like how their faces are.
The one who's the samurai and the one who keeps.
The samurai doesn't have like the same.
I can tell by looking at his face that he's Ardbert.
No, it's the same guy.
He has the beard.
It's the same guy.
He has the eye.
Same hairstyle. It's the same guy.
Not the beard.
High def.
It's literally Ardbert.
Or, the MC Warrior of Light stand-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ardbert is that. All the other trailers have been proven... Have technically now been proven canon.
That is definitely not Ardbert.
It's
That is 100%
so Ardbert.
the MC stand-in.
So
Yes.
by the way, I expected when we got to this point, there would be a few arguments. So there's a lot.
Coming.
If it's not Ardbert, why does it look like Ardbert?
Because it doesn't.
Generic warrior of light be generic.
It is just guy.dude, but like it's definitely not Ardbert.
No, that's what we're saying though, is that Ardbert looks the way he does because he's the generic warrior of light stand-in for his world.
Yeah, Ardbert is guy.dude.
At AOL.com.
Yeah.
That's the entire reason why he looks like that is because back in Heavensward, when they first showed him to us, we were supposed to be like, oh, he looks just like the guy from the trailers. The guy who's supposed to be our stand-in. This guy is us.
He looks like the guy from the ARR Reborn trailer. That is correct. He is not the same looking guy as the guy in the Shadowbringers trailer. That is the point I'm trying to make.
Same guy.
And if you remember, for the Stormblood trailer, when we saw there was a warrior of light punching things out with Lise, and then there was another one being a samurai, while they look similar, those were two different warriors of light. And again, those two different warriors of light are both in the Shadowbringers trailer.
It's the same guy.
Okay, so I don't think this is I don't think there's really a right answer for this because
This also does not seem constructive.
Yeah, so like at least for me personally, I'm of the opinion that every time we see Guy.Dude, John Final Fantasy, I think that's Ardbert. And that's honestly, that's my opinion. I think everybody, can agree that's definitely a stand-in. But whether there's any lore that surrounds that person is simply, it's kind of like, I don't know, it depends on the person.
For interpretation?
Yeah.
The idea is that that's supposed to be us going through that in the trailer.
Yeah. I think fundamentally that's true.
To me, he just looks too different from Ardbert as I see him. I can't see that as Ardbert. That's a completely different guy to me.
And honestly, that's equally as valid.
How you see that, to be honest.
Because Ardbert has a very specific hairstyle, which is like the guy we saw job swapping.
He has a very specific face. It's just not the same face.
Yeah.
It is the same face. It's just high def. With more like
I guess what I'm trying to say is like, opinions aside, everybody's opinion on this is valid, completely valid.
Yeah, I want this argument to stop now.
Yeah, probably it might be a good idea.
It is carried on too long. It's not funny anymore.
Ambiguous. So.
It's not funny anymore.
I mean, I don't think the goal was for it to ever be funny.
Yeah, that's never the goal. The goal is to just have discussion.
So.
But
it's
supposed to be a level of ambiguity to it.
So we have to go back to the ocular. So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm already going there.
Go back to the Oculus Rift.
Yeah, so we can talk to John Facebook.
No, I don't want to talk to.
I don't want to talk to John Facebook.
I don't want to talk to Zuckerberg. That's the lizard robot.
I want to talk to poorly disguised character that we've already met before, but I'm not allowed to say his name.
Yeah, it'd probably be best if you didn't. By the
way, I think the guards up here by the gate kind of look like the Imperial Legion from Elder Scrolls. Vera doesn't agree with me. What do you think?
I honestly have not played enough Elder Scrolls to really.
Have you played Skyrim?
No.
Not Roman enough.
Not even Skyrim?
Not even Skyrim.
Blasphemy.
I guess
everyone's played Skyrim.
It's
come out 20 times.
Well, I get that, but this started way back. This is gonna be tough for some people to hear, but I really don't like Bethesda at all. And my distrust and dislike of Bethesda goes all the way back to Oblivion, where they made a game that literally would just crash the game every time I alt-tabbed. So I swore off Bethesda games, and I never finished Oblivion. I own Skyrim, but I probably will never play it.
Kind of same here.
Yeah, and the same thing with all the Fallout games. Like Fallout 3, crash every time I alt-tab. Fallout 4, crash every time I alt-tab, and carried over multiple computers. So I don't know. Bethesda
I mean, they do
doesn't...
have a history of making absolutely broken games and the community having to fix it.
Yeah, and that's bullshit all by itself, you know. But the thing is, though, it's almost like Bethesda just doesn't want me playing their games, so I won't. You know, and which is sad because they are great games when they work. I've watched people play them, but it is what it is.
To be fair, though, Ahty, if you already own the games, I don't think they care whether or not you play them. They already got your money.
That's true, but it's also they're not getting the marketing that comes along with that.
Why is there only 3 of us standing here? Where the hell are the other 2?
They might already be inside.
Yeah,
I
think Vera and Ainsley might be already inside.
Tanks rushing ahead. I guess the healer better go join them.
It's all right. I'm gonna deafen up. Yummy! Holy heck! Ayami, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Lyarza, hello. Welcome on in. DJ, hello. Apple Freak, hello. I know that bean. DJ, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Ruineel, I know that bean. Oh gosh, it's like a who's who of good beans popping in here. Hello. Ayami, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was the Halo the Master Chief Collection? Oh my god. I had so much fun playing that. Ayami, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. And folks in my chat, Ayami is a precious heckin' friend and has been a mod for me for years. Ayami needs no introduction, but she is an absolute sweetheart. So much fun. Go heckin' follow and watch. Do it right heckin' now. But Ayami, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Tell me all about it, but first, get your self-care stuff going on. Get yourself a drinky and a snack and get cozy. And welcome, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I am a transferee gamer from Oregon. I mainly play RPG games, and tonight we play my favorite of all time, Final Fantasy XIV. But the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back. We're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free, kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, you can lurk, you can do whatever you want to do. Just know that you're heckin' welcome here and you're valid. Ayami and I were playing Cursed Halo. It's cursed for sure. It's so much fun. Oh my god. And Ayami, it's so nice to see you. It's so heckin' nice to see you, you sweetheart. It's so fun and broken. I love it. Nice. Hell yeah. So we just started Shadowbringers tonight. And we're about to talk to the Exarch again after getting a little tour. So, yeah. So for the folks that are joining us that have played through this game, please, keep any details, any knowledge or details or any of that stuff to yourselves. We've got some first-timers with us, and I beg you, please, no spoilers. Even the most minute detail is a spoiler. But other than that, holy heck, you plant your butt. You're in for a ride. Let's go. Ocular time. I know nothing about this game. Can't even create a character where I should. Is anything pre-Shadowbringers okay to talk about?
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
I think so, yeah. If you can limit it to ARR and Heavensward, that would be perfect. Because there's lots of lead up in Stormblood to this. And just be super careful. That's all I ask. Oh, that's fair. I was going to ask if they've done any of the raid series. We have done... Let's see, what did we do? This past Wednesday, we finished Omega. So over the past few weeks, we did Deltascape, we did Sigmascape, and we did Alphascape. And then we finished it off. And it was fantastic. Yeah, no Void Arc yet. That's going to be very soon, though. I had a ghostly visitor.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know.
I shall.
Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Seth, welcome on in. Hello. How you doing, Seth? It's nice to see you. Could I get a shout out for that damn fox, please? DJ, thank you so much for the lurk. We did Alexander the last time, not this time. I'm not sure how many of the other first timers have done it. Yeah. So for me personally, I've done exactly 2 raids. Alexander and then Omega. I am very warm. How have you been? I'm pretty warm too. I should probably turn off the heat. Let me do that real quick actually. BRB. BRB, this is literally going to take me 5 seconds. All right, okay. That's better. It's been pretty cold here, and I had a heater, like, literally blowing on me. Crystal Tower 2, but that's mandatory. Yeah, it is.
This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
Yeah, look at that. It's just a crater.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. And to the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Wow. Wow, that is quite a name. That is quite a name. Footjob Bob, thank you so much for the follow. Wow. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good night.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest. Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armorang.
Ahty, this is my favorite expansion in all of Final Fantasy XIV. Amazing. I love this expansion too, and like every time I hear some of the music here, I get super emotional. This expansion pack is incredible.
They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe. So, will it be Calicia or Armorang? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount. But you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of sin-eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm actually going to undeafen. I'm going to undeafen briefly because I'm not going to make this decision without talking to everyone else.
Okay.
All right. So when I did this before, I went to Kalusia first. And then
okay.
And
Alpha
then
or
Almarain.
Alizé?
I think that's Alpha.
Yeah, that's Alpha now.
I say Alpha no because I consider. I'm saying Alpha no because we've actually been without Alpha no longer because we parted ways with him in Doma and he's been missing for us ever since.
That's fine.
And then by the time we got him back, he had already been taken. So for us, he's actually been missing a lot longer.
So,
like comparatively speaking, we've actually seen Alizé fairly recently. She was the last one to be taken.
But overall wise, we still have been with Alizé less than with Alpha.
True. So okay.
That could also go the other way in that you could say that because of all of Heavensward, we have a closer tie to Alpha now. Biases aside. Player biases aside.
I will say, based on my prior experience with this expansion, that I think as far as introducing the various peoples of Norvrant, I think Kalusia would be probably the best bet.
Okay, and which one is that again?
That's Alpha now.
Alpha now.
So, Fairy Town?
No, Sea Town.
The other one.
Yeah, Yulmore.
Oh, Sea Town. Okay. Oh,
no.
Oh, that reminds me though, Ahty. We were actually talking about how the areas here almost seem like polar opposites. If you think about it from the Eorzean version, because the map is basically just Eorzea. But the what'd you say it was called? Kalusia?
Yeah, Kalusia. Or Kalusia is how
they said
actually
it was like a city of like the rich and powerful and the well-off and the well-to-do.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the opposite of Pirate Town. Those are the sort of people pirates would steal from.
True.
And then up here, you got the Kingdom of Fairies in an area that we highly associate with dragons. And dragons and fairies are usually depicted as opposite ends of the spectrum.
Okay.
And then you've got Ul'dah, which
changed very little.
We got little from it, but it sounds like a town that's on the brink of ruin versus a town that is an economic mecca.
And then there's Gridania, which is still a forest.
Still a forest, but now it's a forest with no civilization. This was a forest that does not have peace with the elementals.
Fair enough. So
Yours
what?
ain't.
Interesting.
What are we doing?
Yours ain't.
So wait, our options are Gridania or Limsa.
It's Limsa or Ul'dah.
Not Gridania. I'm sorry, Ul'dah or Limsa. I'm not gonna ever learn these first world names, especially since the map is not in any sensible English.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just read the map.
And
I mean, to be fair, the only English we have is Norvrant because we've been there. You know, you'll have the English names once you get there.
Yeah. So I guess like order of operations, I guess between the two choices that we have, I would suggest Alphino first, and then Alizé second.
Rich people.
Yeah.
So insert your Alphino.
I mean, I'll think that I wouldn't be surprised if Joe still goes after Joe still goes after Alizé because that's
it is a very, very hard thing to say. I'll have to wait for Alizé. I want to save my daughter now.
Yeah, but
I get it, but the thing is, though, we have to come to the a consensus here. If you're following,
I know. No, I'm fine with the consensus. I understand that.
Yeah,
right?
we
Okay.
move in herds.
If LSA has to wait, fine. We'll save blue LSA first.
Okay. Yeah, because like if like that's the thing. It's like if we're doing this all as a group, we all have to go to the same place because I'll be reading things. If we don't, I'll be reading things that Joe hasn't even been to yet. You know, and things like that. So
technically, the first timers can take both, but Ahty can only take one, which is stupid.
Which means if we're following with Ahty, we have to do it in the same order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the thing
I'm not even going to bother picking up the other one because Ahty will have to come back here anyway.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I will say that we will eventually do all of them.
Well, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
The story demands it.
It does. It does.
So Alpha no.
Yeah. So I think let's see.
I already took Alpha no.
Okay.
I'll just correct my course right now because I walked all the way to where the LSA's like marker was.
Sorry.
No worries.
It's
a simple 8 right away.
Should I wait or should?
I mean, I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Well,
at least pick it up.
Well, I mean, Joe isn't ready, so.
No, I'm ready. I'm just waiting for you guys to get on.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm gonna deafen up and read.
Same here.
You will visit Alphino and Calusia then. Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you will need a mount capable of making the journey. Here is a letter of introduction, presented to Szem Genmai, the master of beasts in Temenos Rookery, and he will take care of you. When you see Alphino, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. Alright, I will exit. Alright. So I'm going to return to the call. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, what?